those holiday memories to life. And all he's going to use is a tank of water along with a couple of balloons.
Have you ever been on like a vacation to some exotic place or something?
Yeah.
Where did you go? What was your trip?
Egypt.
You went to Egypt. Okay, how'd you get to Egypt?
I flew.
You flew. Pick somewhere on the other side of the world.
Other side of the world? I was over in Mexico.
You were in Mexico, okay.
Cancun?
Cancun definitely counts. Okay. Do this for me if you would. If you would just blow this balloon, just blow it up. Give me your best 5-second sketch of an airplane here. So maybe a couple of pyramids or just something so when you look at this balloon, you can think of your trip to Egypt. How about your best 10-second sketch? Is fine.
Yeah, come on.
Okay, fair enough. So this balloon could remind you of your trip to Egypt, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on to this for me for a second. When I was younger, we took a boat over to France. I had this very clear memory of, you know, you're on the English Channel and you feel the swell for the first time. I'd never felt that before, you know? So I'll draw a boat here. Looks like I'm about as good of an artist as you, but thanks, man. Here's my boat, and here's the English Channel. Okay, so I want you to see this. My memory on the boat will float on the water. And your memory with the airplane will float on the air.
I got that.
Check this out. Come down and look. Here, we can sort of prod it out.
Oh, that's incredible.
Like it's not, isn't it?
I must have really bad breath.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, how do you do it?
I've never seen anything like that before in my life. It was brilliant.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's like working.
Right up our day.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Thank you. Yeah, all right.
Ingenious, intriguing, and fantastic.
So how does it work? Are you going to tell us?
I think you've got some kind of gas and it's allowing my air to float on this gas that this liquid is giving off.
Right.
And what
As it evaporates, yeah.
It's something heavier than the gas, so it sinks into the water.
These guys are good.
Check out the professor. Well, he was almost right. That was just water in the tank, but the remaining space was filled with a colorless gas, sulfur hexafluoride, known to its friends as SF6. It's 6 times heavier than air, so it doesn't float off, but stays inside the confines of the tank, able to support light objects as if by magic, like balloons with airplanes drawn on them. Meanwhile, Nate's balloon was also filled with SF6, making it far too heavy to float on the gas, so it sits on the water instead. SF6 was the gas once used to fill the air bubble in running shoes back in the 1990s.
Yeah, so my artwork wasn't really that important at all.
No, you tried to tell you that.
Your balloon is going to float regardless of the quality of your artwork.
Wayne's discovered a method of sticking a glass to a coaster. But can he upscale this trick to stick a fruit bowl to a pallet and hang on long enough to be lifted 50 meters into the air in front of a live audience? Tests have gone well, but Wayne is still worried.
It's quite uncomfortable on my fingers. I'm having doubts. It was extremely painful at first, but then the adrenaline hit of going high, and I forgot about the pain for a few seconds, and then it came back.
Wayne experiments with his grip to try to reduce the pain. He'll need to conquer this if he wants to make it to the roof.
Pretty sore. You can see the fingertips. They're just...
Pretty red.
Yeah. But that's the stunt. So far, we've had a couple of tests present some problems. We've had a couple of tests go well, but it's coming down to the wire, and it's making a lot of us nervous at this point.
The audience are here, so Wayne's going to have to dig deep to hold on long enough to make it to the top.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for coming. Tonight we are going to be doing something pretty interesting, and hopefully, if all goes well, Wayne here is going to end up on top of that rooftop up over there.
Take a look at this. It's a glass bowl. There's nothing particularly special about it. But what makes this important tonight is the fact that it has two handles. Yeah, take a look. Behind me there's a crane, and hanging from that crane is a pallet. In just a few minutes, I'm going to attempt to stick that pole beneath the pallet. It won't be attached to the pallet with any wires, glue, tape, ropes, bubble gum, anything like that. Once it's stuck, I'm going to try to put my weight onto it by hanging onto the handles. And if it can take my weight, I'm going to try to hold on long enough for the crane to lift me from here all the way up to the roof. Wish me luck.
Alright guys, let's give them some support, yeah?
Some of the audience are sent up to the roof to witness Wayne's daring stunt.
Okay, Wayne. You ready to do this?
As ready as I'm going to be. Let's give it a try.
Okay. Good luck. Alright guys. Wayne is ready. What we're going to do is we're going to give him a countdown and we'll take him up, alright?
So good. Starting to hurt a little bit. This is high. Guys, I don't know how much I can hold on. We've got to take it down. Take it down, take it down, take it down.
He showed us the bowl, walked over to the pallet and just seemed to stick it on the pallet, gave it a couple of tugs and then he went up into the air. Just magic.
When he came over the edge, you just couldn't tell how he was hanging on to it, and it's so high up, but every second we just thought he was going to fall.
I was trying to focus in on the bowl to see if there was something attached to it, but there was nothing.
It's quite unbelievable that he was lifted from the ground all the way to the top of Battersea Power Station.
You know, it takes a lot of guts to do that, I think.
Take a look. I get a high five for that.
She's not wrong. A lot of guts, some physics, and a fruit bowl. So how did he attach the bowl to the pallet? Just like the glass sticking to the coaster, he used a vacuum. Hidden on the pallet was a canister, which fed to a small hole under the pallet. When Wayne put the bowl over this, the canister was opened via remote control, taking all the air out of the gap between the bowl and the pallet, making a vacuum. Outside air pressure tries to fill the vacuum, which pushes the bowl to the pallet with enough force to carry Wayne to the roof. Although the strength to cling onto the bowl was all down to Wayne. Glass lifting machinery works in much the same way with vacuum suction. And to create a vacuum in the glass, Wayne lit a match to burn the oxygen. All very comforting when you're dangling 50 meters up in the air with nothing to hang on to but a piece of oven-proof kitchenware.
There's no way at all I'd want to do that. No way, honestly, not for any money, nothing. No chance.